It has been 6 months since 9-year-old Tiana Major, 38-year-old Natasha Augustine, and Spectrum News 13 reporter Dylan Lyons were shot and killed in the Pine Hills neighborhood. The questions of why and how this all happened remain unanswered. It was around 11 a.m. February 22nd. The 19-year-old accused gunman is accused of killing Natasha Augustine on Hialeah Street. Deputies responded, and crews from several Central Florida news stations, including WESH 2 and Spectrum News 13, were covering that shooting. Less than 30 minutes after deputies took down the crime scene tape, Moses entered a nearby home on Harrington Street and allegedly shot Tiana Major and her mother. Tiana would later die at the hospital. Deputies say Moses then left the home and shot Dylan Lyons and photographer Jesse Walden. Lyons did not survive. 30 minutes later, 19-year-old Keith Moses was arrested. In the days to follow, we learned that he had a long history of arrests as a juvenile, including aggravated battery, assault, and grand theft. He still sits behind bars charged with the 3 murders. His next court hearing is currently scheduled for September 13th. He has pleaded not guilty. Now, in the 6 months since that shooting spree, leaders all across Orange County have put an increased focus on making our streets safer, not just in Pine Hills, but all around the county. WESH 2's Marlene Martinez met with leaders in Pine Hills as they reflect on the past 6 months and talk about what needs to happen next.
Just days after February's deadly shooting spree, Pine Hills came together to talk action and to make sure people don't forget.
Enough is enough.
Sandra Fatmi Hall led the community's rallying cry for help as the president of the Pine Hills Community Council, a group founded 50 years ago to advocate on behalf of Pine Hills' over 80,000 residents.
I've seen a lot. This was horrible, though.
Since the shooting, Sandra has been at the table representing Pine Hills at the state attorney's Violence Prevention Summit in May. And she served on Orange County's Citizen Safety Task Force for months. The group came up with a plan to prevent violence, like giving more money to the people who are preventing and intervening in the streets. Another idea, launching a crisis response team that will immediately go to crime scenes and provide mental health, clinical, and faith-based support.
I'm a little hopeful because I actually saw people that didn't want to get involved before in their community get involved. People, they felt a sense of, my gosh, this could happen to me.
Sandra says the county's focus the last 6 months was planning. The next 6 needs to be accountability.
I would really like them to take a look at what they've implemented prior, if it's worked. And if it's not worked, it's time to make a shift.
My pain is for the family.
Rosemary Deal is the president.
We have to stay active
of the Safe Neighborhood Partnership of Pine Hills.
I just wish that there was something that we could have done beforehand to have prevent that. So now the plan is to try to work like crazy to avoid anything else like that happening again.
Rosemary says she's also seen more people come together, and that is fueling progress.
There's no question in my mind. I feel very strong about that. I know in the next 6 months, you're going to see some differences.
Sandra says it's sad that it took this tragedy to get people involved, but it's work that needs to happen now.
We have to let the family members know they didn't lose their loved ones in vain. And there's nothing I can say to bring them back other than to do action, work in this community, and hold everyone accountable. We work hard. We fight for this community. But I'm going to reach out to the community and say we still need to see more of you.
In Pine Hills, Marlene Martinez, WESH 2 News.
The very next day after the Pine Hills shooting spree, Mayor Demings reconvened the county's Violence Prevention Task Force. It's called the Citizens Safety Task Force. And today, county commissioners approved the group's plan that includes the programs Marlene just told us about, like expanding the Credible Messenger program. The county is investing $2 million to fund multiple programs. We caught up with the task force co-chair today.
I think it went well. Sometimes there are expectations that are unrealistic, like, okay, this group's going to come in and they're going to, create a whole new approach and it's going to revolutionize the world and all that kind of thing. It doesn't work quite that way. But we try to improve. We try to make incremental changes.
The county plans to measure if the programs are working by looking at education, crime, and juvenile justice statistics.